I got a 3. So I will go first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll start off with by summoning Curry Bandit.
Okay.
And then playing Pot of Extravagance.
Ooh, okay.
So I banish 3 to 6 random face down cards from my extra deck.
Yeah, I don't think you could do the multi-guess thing on the computer. I think you got to do it through your phone.
So I'll just go for like a random 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I get 2 cards. 1, 2. I will place. Oh dang! I just showed it, but I'll place 1 card face down. Then I'll activate Painful Choice. I choose 5 cards from my deck, reveal them to you. You choose 1 that I get to add to my hand, and I send the rest to the grave. Let's see.
Oh, sounds like my little one had a nightmare.
Oh. Let's see, I'll do.
Next time, Death Wolf. Next time, buddy. I'm so sorry about that.
And also choose Medora and where's my turret? So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to choose Electromagnetic Turtle,
Okay.
Exchange of the Spirit, Keldo, the Sacred Protector, Kelbeck, the Ancient Vanguard, and Medora, the Sword Oracle. You get to choose one of those. I add it to my hand, and the rest go to the grave.
All right. Do I get to randomly pick one? You just want to hold them up, and I'll randomly pick one.
Oh, okay. You want to randomly pick them?
Yeah, I couldn't remember the names. We'll go with the middle one. Yep, number
Middle
3.
one? Well, you gave me the turtle.
Okay.
All right. So the rest, I honestly, I kind of put you in a tough spot because no matter what, they're all good in the graveyard. All right. So with them going to the graveyard, Exchange of the Spirits, Kelbeck, Keldo, and Medora. So Medora doesn't do anything in the graveyard unless I want it to. Let's see, Kelbeck. If he's sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, each player sends.
Thanks for the follow, buddy.
Each player sends the top 5 cards of their deck to the graveyard. If Exchange of the Spirit is in the graveyard, I can set 1 trap from the graveyard. I'm not going to do that. And Keldo, when exchange, he does the same thing. Send the top 5 cards to the graveyard. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't want Keldo. I wanted the other one. I'm going to swap Keldo with the one that I thought I was grabbing as my 1 take back. I wanted Adjugo. Yeah, Adjugo. All right, so he does the same thing as Kelbeck, but when Exchange of the Spirits is in the graveyard, it's in an additional 5. So we'll both be sending the top 15 cards of our deck to the graveyard.
Ooh. Ouch. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Can I look at them?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna show them to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. All right. So first, I got Sansura Dragon, Card Destruction, Charge of the Light Brigade, Pot of Greed, the Right Leg of the Forbidden One, Card of Sanctity, Morphing Jar, Raiden, Exodia the Forbidden One, Dark World Dealing, Pot of Duality, Hand Destruction, Right Arm of the Forbidden One, Pot of Avarice, and Nirvana. Since Nirvana was sent, I get to send an additional card from the top of my deck to the grave, which is Necrogardna.
So, Torrential Tribute, Obliterate, Aroma Jar, Compulsory, Magician of Faith, Right Leg, and Exodia the Forbidden One, Legion the Fiend Jester, Mirror Force, Harpy's Feather, Raigeki, Pot of Greed, Swords, Left Leg, and Judgment of Anubis.
Okay. Get what I was saying? How my Exodia deck was like an anti-Exodia deck at the same time?
That's nuts. 15 cards off the top of your deck. Oh my god.
Well, I got 16 because I got Nirvana. And then during the end phase, I get a tribute Curry Bandit, and I get a mill an additional 5. All right. So I will move into. Well, I'm gonna have to put my graveyard down here because now I got too many cards in it. Yeah, I'm going to move into the end phase and tribute Curry Bandit. I get to excavate. I get to tribute this card, excavate the top 5 cards of my deck. I can add one of the excavated spells and traps to my hand and send the remaining to the grave. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Only one of them was a spell or trap because it was Felis, Swiss Scarecrow, Lumina, and Battle Fader. Felis gets, since she was milled by the effect of a monster. Wait, does it say Lightsworn? Does it? All right. From deck to the graveyard by a monster effect. She gets special summoned, and I get to add Upstart Goblin to my hand. The other 3 cards go to the grave. All right. Yeah, that was my end phase, so it's your turn.
God, that is nuts. Alright, let me just take a card off of this half the deck I have now. Oh boy, okay. Alright, I'm going to. Oop, I am losing cards.
I'm going to sort out my graveyard so I can make sure I use certain effects at certain times.
Okay, I will set one in my back row and set one monster face down in defense and pass turn to you. I don't think I have any graveyard effects in here. Let me see here.
Let's see. These are there. And those are there. Okay.
Yep. No graveyard effects. That's fun.
And there goes my hand. All right.
Gorgot, you missed it. We both had to take the top 15 cards of our deck to our graveyard.
Well, no, I got to do 21. All right. So I draw for turn. I'm going to play Upstart Goblin. So you get to gain 1,000 life points. I get to draw.
I take 1,000, or you do?
You gain 1,000.
Okay.
And I got to draw a card. Do you have any back row?
I have one.
I'm going to pop it with Galaxy Cyclone.
I am going to counter that with Dark Bribe. I think I could do that, right? Negate the activation of opponent's spell or trap card.
I think so. And I get a draw. I get a draw card.
Yep.
I'll take it because Galaxy Cyclone also works in the grave. I can banish it and use it as well. So I draw. Uh, I'm pretty happy with that draw. I'll activate Foolish Burial.
Okay.
Okay, so I get to send another card from my deck to the grave. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I will send the left arm of the Forbidden One.
I'm terrified. I feel like something's gonna happen.
Yep. Okay. I've literally got 6 cards left in my deck. Okay. So, I will place 1 card face down. Do you have any monsters on your field?
Just got 1 in defense.
Okay.
Thank you for the follow.
All right. So,
Yeah, Gorgon. I was supposed to duel Death Wolf, but it wasn't letting him join in as a guest. So.
all right. I can tribute Felis to target one of your monsters you control and pop it, and I get to send the top 3 cards of my deck to the graveyard.
Okay, Witch of the Black Forest. I'll go ahead and activate her effect.
All right.
If I have anything left. Jesus.
All right. Wolf is special summoned because he got milled from the top of the deck. There goes 1 day apiece and Keldo. So now I've got 3 cards left in the grave. I'm going to activate one of my face down cards, which was Jar of Avarice.
What does that do?
I get to choose 5 cards from my graveyard, shuffle them back into my deck, and draw 1 card.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose the 4 pieces of Exodia. And I think that only works in Boomer format because Boomer Card of Sanctity lets each player draw until they have 6. So
right.
I'm not, since we're not playing Boomer format, I'm not going to do that. I will add, I guess, Pot of Greed.
Okay.
And the 4 pieces of Exodia. So
I see what your deck does. Okay, it like breaks your deck down to where it's very small, and then you get those cards back into your deck.
Yep. 2 of my monsters, I think Medora and something else, which are banned in Boomer format. Not Boomer, banned in anime format, but they're legal in Boomer. They can add monsters. They can add cards back. Avarice can add cards back, and Jar and Pot of Avarice can add them back.
That's actually a pretty good way to run an Exodia deck. I never really thought about that. That's actually pretty cool.
And I get to draw 1 card.
If you win this, hats off, buddy, because that's pretty damn cool.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. And I will end my turn.
All right. Let's see what I could do with the time I have left. I'll draw 1. Okay. I am going to.
All right. So temporality. I'm using a Boomer deck, and he is using a anime format deck.
Alright, so I am going to normal summon my Reflect Bounder in attack position. And then I am going to special summon the legendary Exodia Incarnate by discarding 1 Exodia piece.
And yes.
Never played this before, So let me read this real quick. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card gains 1,000 attack for each Forbidden One monster in your graveyard, unaffected by other card effects. Once per turn during your end phase, add one Forbidden One monster from your graveyard to your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle into the graveyard, you can reveal any number of Forbidden One monsters in your hand if you do draw one for each. Okay, so let me go ahead and count how much I have in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's sitting at 4,000.
All right. Patrick, thank you for the rose.
Then I will go ahead. Do you have anything on your field?
Yes, I've got Wolf, a defense position monster, and a face down spell or trap.
Alright, well, since he can't be affected by other card effects, I'll go ahead and hit your attack position for 4K.
He can't, but you can. Needleworm.
What does that do?
My opponent, well, all right, so it's a flip effect. Send the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck to the grave.
Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh dear lord, what did I... Well, that sucks. Alright, what attack is the other monster at?
21.
Fuck. Alright, I will end my turn, and with that, I will, once per turn during the end phase, add one Forbidden One monster from my graveyard.
Okay,
I'll go ahead and do that.
I draw.
Now he's currently sitting at 3,000.
How do I want to do this? All right. I'm going to check my grave for effects I can use. All right. I'm going to activate Medora by banishing this card. Oh.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, by banishing this, I can target 3 or up to 5 if I have Exchange of the Spirit in the graveyard, cards in my graveyard, and shuffle them into my deck. So I'm going to banish that and check my graveyard. I'm going to go for, I think, one day of peace, maybe upstart. Ooh, no, that one.
What do you think of Exodia Necros? Because I have that card, but I don't have the spell card to summon it.
Was good for the time. I don't know about now.
Right. There's too many cards that could do too many things nowadays.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to add card destruction, Dark World Dealings, Upstart Goblin, 1 day of peace, and one more card. And
We're both racing against the clock right now. This is kind of scary.
yep, and I will activate. Well, not activate. Add. I'm trying to decide between Needleworm and Lumina. I think I'm going to go with Needleworm. All right, so I get to shuffle those into the deck. Yeah, it's like I'm shuffling a hand.
I bet, and I know all 5 pieces are in there somewhere.
All right. All right. Next, I'm going to activate hand destruction. We both discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards.
Okay. I am going to discard my Mimicking and Millennium Shield.
I'm going to discard Electromagnetic Turtle and Solar Recharge.
1, 2.
1, 2.
Damn, that didn't really help me out. Okay.
I will activate Upstart Goblin.
So I gain another 1,000.
Yep, and I get to draw a card. Then I will activate Graceful Charity. 1, 2, 3. The 2 cards I'm going to discard are Judgment Dragon and card destruction.
Okay.
I will then activate Pot of Greed.
Here we go.
And I'm going to go ahead and move Wolf in order to summon all 5 pieces of
crazy. Oh wow, GG's, buddy. That is nuts.
There you go. There.
Oh wow, I've never thought about building an Exodia deck that way. That is genius.
Unfortunately, like the biggest engine of this deck is not legal in anime format, which are those Earth fairies I was using, Ajigo, Kelbeck, and Medora. So I have to find a new strategy or incorporate more light sworns.
Dude, that's crazy. I bet you a lot of people hate you using that deck.
Oh, when it gets a good when it gets like going, or when people realize that like 3/4 of their deck is going to be gone, or they're going to deck out, yeah, they don't like it too much. So I put it aside. Now it's just like a challenge thing. Like if you want to face it, you can.
I had fun. That I just was not expecting that. I was wondering why you kept discarding cards to the graveyard. And I was like, something's not right. And then you put the pieces back in your deck when you had like what 10 cards in there.
Yep. Yeah, I had like 6 cards in there, and I was like, no, I think I got it down to like 3, and then I shuffled the rest in there, and I had 1 in my hand already.
Oh, that's crazy. That's actually a really good deck, buddy.